Good afternoon. Welcome to Options Center. We're doing a member fit video for Tesla, TSLA. It is September 5th, 2024, Thursday, you guys. Welcome. I want to go over this right now because Tesla had a inverse head and shoulder breakout. We're playing this to the upside, and we grabbed some lottos today. And I want to show you some targets and where I think we're going in the long run. Clearly, you can see what's going on here. And that's my bearish thoughts. If we break above and stay above on the monthly time frame, unlike this candle here, then I think we can, something else is happening and we'll have a breakout in Tesla. Huge inverse head and shoulder. So, but as of right now, I'm looking at this being an A, B, C move here, just to down into a major trend line, just to simplify everything. Okay, so let's jump into it. We have the monthly time frame. Hold on to these sideways MAs. Okay, so we're neutral. We're in an equilibrium. Price could go up or down. It's a 50-50. Now, if you look at the oscillators, we're getting crossover right now. We're neutral in the MACD. We're reset here. We're at around the 50. It can go either way. Now, if the slow stoch is saying anything, we're getting a crossover to the bear side right now. So that's something that's neutral with a slight bearish touch to it on this higher time frame. So we have the 50 moving average that's giving us a little trouble here. I do think we have plenty of time on the month. Clearly, we just started the month. I think we're going to have another wick. I don't know if it'll reach that far. That doesn't make sense to me, but I think we'll have another wick above this downtrend line. So you'll notice that on the different time frames, this downtrend line is not consistent because of the wicks. This makes perfect sense. Broke above, fake break, holding the 8 EMA right now, and crucial support. This is our, we'll call it 200. It's a range, so about 205, we'll call it. That's going to be our crucial support here for the next move down. And since we're in a range, we'll probably look to test the top here and head lower to possibly the 164 area in the next month or two. So, all right, let's look at the weekly. On the weekly time frame, notice we're getting a reaction off the 200 moving average. Price goes up and down over these, and plus everything's pretty much going sideways. But once it comes together like this, you look for big breaks. You know, price action or the moving averages came close here, big break to the downside. Right now, it close as it can be, getting tight. And I think we're going to test up here and possibly break down lower. I think this is all part of a 3-sequence correction here, being in a triangle, and I'm going to show you this, and I think we'll go ahead and do it on the weekly time frame. So the bearish scenario here, just so I can show you the A, B, and C being down to wherever the trend line is. I think it's around 70 or so. We'll pay more attention to that if and when we get there. So initially, we had our top here. It's a 3-wave move for an A. I believe this is a start of a B, and in this B, this larger red B, we're having a triangle. So we're starting off a triangle. A, B in the purple. So 3-wave move up. These are all 3 waves, and typically zigzags. Not all of them have to be, but typical. A, B, C is complete, and now we're trying to figure out what's happening, and I think we're going to reach some targets here and possibly even test the top of this triangle once again, which would draw a lot of bulls in. Be a sharp retracement, but it's possible. It doesn't have to get up there, and I'll show you why. So C in purple, and now I think this is a 3-part move down to D, and this D can be anywhere in the triangle. It's not It's not a placeholder there. And you have some time references here. So if this does break out from the triangle, then we have something else going on, and we have a much larger possible A, and then B would be brought all the way over here to the 786. That would be if this high is taken out. So that's our contingency plan, if and when. If we reject off here, which I think is more likely, then I think that we fill out the triangle more. D, and then E is probably not going, it could, probably not going to test the top of the triangle, but be lower. And then we start our descent to the downside, which would be an impulse wave for a wave C. I don't think I have that. Yeah, there's that C. Down here near the 50. That'd be a fantastic place to buy. But this isn't, we'll have to draw that out a little bit later. Okay, so in a nutshell, that's what we're looking at. Just a closer look on the daily time frame. So notice that 262 would be our maximum retracement for this move. I don't know if that's 262 is going to hit, but it's there. And if we put out some of these, and that would also be the top of the triangle. So let's go ahead and look at the traditional, look at technical analysis, the triangle here. We're having trouble on the daily time frame with this resistance here that's been drawn in. I didn't redraw that. You notice support. This is a bow and arrow resistance, meaning there's a volume node right in there. Resistance, support, support, all the way across. Looking good, support there. So we'll draw this out a little bit more. This can be drawn many different ways. So if you want to have all the touches in here, you can draw it there. It can be drawn all the way up to the top here where you only have these two touches here. So all of them work. So it's a big zone. That's why this is so difficult. So 262 is no coincidence. We have our standard deviation here at the 261 from the point of control. So that could be revisited. Now let's go on the lower, also just to show what happened here, we had a breakout. Remember we had this inverse head and shoulder breakout. All we did was back tested that breakout, and now we're pushing back up. Okay, so that's why that happened there. So this is our other inverse head and shoulder that we're working with right now. We had a close above it yesterday, and now we gapped above the 50 and had a beautiful move. We got out of Tesla and we re-entered on the pullback for a lotto into tomorrow. So, and let me go on the 65 and kind of show you why we did this. Okay, so I think we're starting a channel here. So this channel is very valid. And again, this downtrend line can be way up here as well. So this one, I'll even take this one off of, so it doesn't confuse us. Now I think this is a dominant pattern that we're into, the channel, and we can get to the channel top here, depending on time and price, anywhere on the top. But if we had to put a measured move from the bottom here of the head and the neckline, and then put that at the breakout zone, then we'd have the top all the way over here. So, something else could happen here. Maybe this is a complex 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up here. We don't know. That's neither here nor there. I'm not targeting that, not going up there, but that would be the maximum here at 262. Okay. Now looking at some of the others, and plus this is, you have the gap where we had resistance here. You have the island gap here, gap down. Island gap meaning that we gapped up and gapped back under it for earnings. So I do think these get closed before we have our down move, if everything works out just the way I think in the market as well. So 248 would be the close of the gap. Let's go over and have some of these measured moves here. So we didn't quite get from the this last move here which I think is an A, and now we're forming a B. We didn't even get to the 62% retracement yet, and so I'm targeting that into tomorrow. I want to see that price get there tomorrow. That's why I considered a lotto a one-day expiration, and it's also a hedge on going into employment numbers, where I think that the market potentially, if it doesn't get over critical levels, could just drop very quick. So I'm playing both sides, and I think the move is going to be huge. So whether it's to the upside or downside, and so we'll probably benefit much like a straddle either way. But Tesla is going to be one of those that are going to hedge the downside, because I still have my put swings that I put on over a week ago. All right, so where do we get these numbers? This clearly is a 62% retracement from high to low. We also have the potential. You see these moves here. Now I have it as an A, this being a three-wave move up for an A, down to a B, and we're looking for a conclusion here at a C for a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that would be a nice ABC. That could be done there. But you know how things go. First of all, we're holding the top here. That's where I went long. We're holding that previous high here. We'll see if we hold that again. But I think this is going to hold when we get up here. That's a very conservative move. This also can be looked at as a 1, 2, 1, 2. And now we're in wave 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this would just be a place to consolidate. And Tesla likes to accelerate. So we probably wouldn't get much of a consolidation in price, probably be time, if anything. And then these structures would have to play out. So right now we're possibly in a wave 3. We get 4, 5, 4, 5. So the higher retracements are the 786, which I think is our likely situation. So I might have some runners play in there if need be. And then the 887, which would be a deep retracement, that is the 262. So all these could come into play with how volatile Tesla is. And then I have these numbers here where the 100% pretty much matches with the 786. So this meaning this possible A wave, a zigzag, right? A, B, and if this is a zigzag, then we're going to get up to these ranges here to 786. So I wouldn't really keep anything above this, but that 100%, that would be a zone there. Okay, got a low here. I can take that out. All right, so that's pretty much where we're at. Looking to be long on Tesla. Already am long on Tesla. And then we'll probably take some profit, roll out some positions into next week, see if Tesla's still pushing. And Tesla easily can push up while the market goes down. You clearly can see what's happening there. You know, deep in the red, and Tesla's pushing. So that's it. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you in the next video.